Hey Virgo, welcome to your December 2021 message for the month ahead. As you guys know, I am all things personal growth and spiritual growth. Love combining law of attraction, spirit guides, oracle cards with stuff grounded in psychology. So I hope you hear everything you need to hear, see everything you need to see, and feel everything you need to feel so that you can get your desire in. Um, okay, and Virgos, it looks like this is a heavy month for you. Restore and replenish, rejuvenate. It's that like go-giver who's giving so much to people outside of his own personal network, aka your friends and your family and lover, potential lover. You're giving to everyone else. Maybe it's work, maybe it's clients. You're giving to people outside of your close circle, that by the time you get back to your close circle, you're completely depleted, you're completely grumpy, you're completely, from your point of view, it's probably more like they're supposed to be the ones, everyone else outside is taking, taking, taking. Why do these people need from me? They're so needy, they're so demanding. When in reality, Virgo, what's really happening is you're spending all of your energy on the outside people who don't matter, who aren't going to be there for you on your birthday, bringing you fun presents of surprise, who aren't going to be there for you on your deathbed, who aren't going to be the ones driving you if you need a ride to chemo. You're expending all your energy on those outside people that you have nothing left to give them. And you're completely depleted and you're just needing, taking, taking, taking from them. And it's not going to be true 100%, guys. You're probably giving 80% so that if a friend needs you, if your sister needs you to, hey, can you watch my kid for the weekend? You're just like, they need something from me too. If you weren't over giving at work, you would have more energy there. So this okay, I also want to share too, for people who are those go-givers, those people who give to people outside of your social network, two things that it likely could be, right? Obviously, sometimes there's ego. It's like I need to be gregarious. If I do that, then I'll be viewed this way. You think that by doing that, you're viewed a certain way. That's just your ego. And again, those people aren't going to be the ones driving you to chemo. They aren't going to be the ones bringing you a birthday present, you know? Likely, though, what happened is you just didn't learn the self-concept of they. When you're around the age of 2, you know how little kids go mine, 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 and they grab everything? You're learning the self-concepts, and that's the self-concept of me, the self-concept of you, the self-concept of we, the self-concept of they. So in this video, right, there's me, and there's you. There's the person talking, there's the person listening. We have completely different, separate experiences, but we're coming together to form a self-concept of we. Anyone not in the room right now while I'm recording, anyone not watching this video, anyone not in the room with you when you're listening, they're considered a they. And outside of this little social circle that we made, if you don't learn the self-concept of they, and that would look like, you know, if you have like a plate in front of you, but there's like a needy kid nearby, your mom goes, how dare you not share, right? When you're like a little 2 or 3-year-old, you don't even know that concept yet. You learn, oh, I don't matter. They matter. Who am I to want anything they need? And so you're overgiving to people outside of your close family circle. I just want to give you one example. So this is really about, if you guys sign up for my email list, at the end, I actually have meditations. There's one to meet your spirit guide. There's one to develop healthy boundaries, aka the self-concept of me. I exist. I'm important. It's okay to have needs. It's okay to have desires. And I also include the self-concept of they. Because if you have the self-concept of me and the self-concept of they, you've got healthy boundaries. So that's why I like to just gift those meditations to everyone out there. So it's really just about learning they are figuring it out. They will get what they need from a different avenue. Someone else will come in and save them where it feels good. I feel depleted. I'm in need of restoring. And so you're in need of restoration, rest, replenishing, but you can't demand it like out of new people. I see this so often with high masculine men, they'll even say I'm a workaholic. They'll go, oh, I couldn't date her. She was so demanding. She was so needy. And then when I ask them like what was actually going on, like I took her out. We hung out all day Sunday. And then she wanted to have phone calls during the week. Like, how could she want so much from me? Doesn't she understand I'm working? And it's like, buddy, a once a week getting together is not a relationship. And it sounds like what you were telling me, she only wanted like a 15-minute phone call a day. She's not being needy. She's not being demanding. You don't want an actual relationship where it's integrated day to day. You want a lover's escape. She wants an actual relationship because connecting every day, obviously not in the very beginning, but connecting every day for 15 minutes, that's pretty normal. That's a relationship. Once a week, sexual, or just once a week, that's a lover's escape, not a relationship. So that was you are giving too much to work. If you actually want a relationship, I would teach that client how to develop boundaries, how to let work figure it out so he could actually have a relationship. If he doesn't want a relationship, I then teach him how to communicate what he actually wants, and then he could actually find another female who just wants a lover's escape too. Hope that helped you guys. Because okay, so God, there's a lot in here for you. So again, Virgo, this is a heavy theme for you for the last couple months. You are wanting to do things differently than how your family did them. And you got the releasing allegiances card, and this is when it could feel like, if I don't do this, I'm betraying someone. So it may not be family, but if you at all feel like I'm doing this differently, this person's going to feel betrayed. Like, that's just not the case. Life, if you stop doing something for someone else, they will manifest it in a new way. They will manifest it in a new way. You don't get to be the way they got that manifestation met anymore. They get to discover a new way to get their need, their manifestation met. And you get to discover what it feels like to be free of that responsibility. Because it looks like you want to be free of some family responsibilities and some family duties. And the thing I mentioned beginning about ego, it may not be personal ego. It may be, I need to do this so it brings privilege, prestige to the family. You don't want to be responsible for that shit anymore. Being blunt, you want to love life. You want to feel good about life. You want to rest, restore, replenish. And you want a lover. You want a lover, and you want a lover in a different way than how your family pick partners. So it's kind of like, can you take a moment, meditate, set a timer for 15 minutes and just let all the muscles in your body relax and let go. And just soften your body so that you can actually feel your desire. You can't keep going this way, Virgo, of work, work, work. Need to do this for the family. If I mess up at work, it's going to bring shame to the family. It's crushing your soul. It's crushing your spirit. It's crushing your enjoyment of life on earth. And sometimes what helped you in the past isn't what helps you in the beginning and in the end, right? When I was first starting my business, I worked a lot. I watched a lot of marketing videos, a lot of sales videos, a lot of how do you just run an online business. It was so helpful. Now when I watch those videos, I get too many ideas in my head. I get overwhelmed. It's like, fuck it. I know what I like to do and I know what works. I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't need to learn anything else. What used to be good for you isn't good anymore. Like if you're a fresh immigrant from another country, sometimes it does help if you get a high privilege, high prestige family, because then you could sponsor future family members. But at some point, you got to stop working that job that's overworking you and killing you. Now recognizing there's other family members who are U.S. citizens who could sponsor more. Right? It's not all on you. You have got to release being responsible for how others feel, because it's just literally crushing you, Virgo. And believe it or not, when you do kind of let go of feeling responsible for other people and let go of responsibility for the family, you're going to get so much more in touch with enjoyment of life. Instead of taking a vacation because you just need a break, you need to get away from everyone else, it's going to be a vacation for I want to do these fun things. So it's going to be this shock of the new, this, whoa, it could have felt this good all along, right? That happens a lot when I'm coaching people through leaving toxic families, blah, 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 whatever. Or maybe it may not necessarily be a toxic family, but you're just letting go of doing things like how your family wanted you to do it. It's struggle, struggle, struggle. They're going to hate me. They're going to disown me. Struggle, struggle, struggle. I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to be all alone, but who's going to love me? Blood is thicker than water. Who like, if I'm leaving this narcissistic father, then my kids will be fucked up because they won't have parents. There's all this struggle, all this pain. When you get to the other side, it's like, wait, yeah, my kids don't have their biological father in their life, but our lives are so much better. They're so much happier. They're not walking on eggshells. They're actually gleefully playing. Or they're like, oh yeah, I thought my family would disown me. Guess what? Like, they didn't, and it's actually better because now I feel free and like I could be me around them. Sometimes it is, yeah, my family disowned me, but whoa, I manifested in these new people in my life that feel like family to me, and I actually enjoy Thanksgiving now. I actually enjoy Diwali now. Once you get to the other side, whether it's current family or a new family you manifest in, it is so much better. I do kind of like, I want to say, I don't promise you that. Anyone who's either left a toxic relationship has never been, fuck, I wish I stayed in that longer. It's normally, God, well, now that I'm through the emotions of it, I wish I left sooner. Or like, yeah, I don't know why it took me 5 years to tell my parents XYZ. Or I don't know why it took me 10 years to do XYZ. I certainly wish I did it sooner. I like it better. That's what everyone always says. So Virgos, let me see if there's any more. Because Virgos, you're definitely opening up from masculine energy to feminine energy, from quantitative, that's a value, to qualitative, right? Because there's a value for showing up at a park, showing up on time, being with family, and communicate enough to get it. But then sometimes it's also, there's a value to just doing sweet things for a person, just doing soft things for a person. There's a value to, hey, just wanted to hear about your day. I got 15 minutes. I want to hear about your day. How are you? Right? Because if the person's not picking up when you call, you can go back into that, well, they were demanding, they needed more out of me than I could give. Or you could recognize that there is a value to the qualitative stuff. If the person feels loved about and cared about, they'll pick up the call when you need them. It's about you opening up to recognize that the feminine energy, the qualitative side of life, has a value too. It's, you can buy the meat and go to a park and barbecue it, and you can just eat it with your fingers, right? That's all functional, that's all masculine energy. Or you can also, feminine energy, bring a tablecloth so that as your elbows touch the table, it's softer. You can get a bounce house because the kids will have fun, and if the kids are occupied, then the parents can get adult time. You can also bring drinks because it adds to enjoyment. You can also bring utensils and napkins so it's more enjoyable to eat. It's not all about functional value. The softer feeling emotional side has a value too. Are you working hard, killing yourself to bring a lot of prestige to the family? Are you going home feeling good? Are you going home without a headache? Are you going home to someone who's going to love and hug you and embrace you? Or do you have someone you could call on a Friday like, hey, I got off work early. Do you want to go here? That phone call is just as valuable as the prestige that you may bring home given the work that you do. And it's about recognizing and honoring that having that someone special to call is just as important as having that high yielding, high prestige, high paying career job. All right, I wish you luck, Virgos. If you would like some coaching, I have some spots open for live coaching. I'll put a link down below. You could apply for a free breakthrough session. We can get you a good breakthrough and see if coaching's right for you. If you're looking to meet your spirit guide, spiritual growth, or personal growth, developing healthy boundaries, I put together some awesome free meditations for you. I'll put that link down below. Give the video a like, write me a comment, write me a question. I'll be happy to come back and help in the comments or maybe make you a new video on YouTube. But I hope this helped, Virgos. Good luck this month. Bye.